Basically, we were at the Rotterdam Six event and I collided with Elis Ligtlee from the Netherlands. I don't really remember anything that happened in the crash. We touched arms and then just went up to the fence and I collided into the fence and just came off a bit worse for wear, really. I've fractured my neck, my back and my pelvis, along with a flesh wound that was all the way up my back. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of damage. I remember holding onto the fence, waiting up to go for our ride, but other than that I don't remember anything, like nothing really came back. I spoke to Ruth, the psychologist, and she said, because it's so far out now, she said she didn't think anything would come back anyway. But I remember just, vaguely waking up and sort of being in and out of it really, and Ellie Richardson, who was out there with me, I just remember seeing her above me and just saying, oh, you've had a crash, but I was so high on all the drugs and the painkillers, I found it quite funny at the time and just sort of said to her, oh, did I win the race? And that was all I was worried about. But then obviously as it went on and I sort of came round a bit more in the later days, I realised I'd actually done quite a bit of damage. So it's just about 3 months since the crash at the end of this month, so my neck brace will be off then, which I'm desperate to get off. I think it's just important at the minute for me not to set targets, like timescale targets, definitely, because I don't know and no one really knows how long it is going to take for me to get back or to put the muscle on or to ride again. So I think it's important that in that sense I don't set targets because it'll limit my recovery, but I'm just keeping a positive attitude and just going to try and just keep focused on the rehab and hopefully get back. Yeah, the crash hasn't really changed my outlook on life. It's made me thankful for what I do have, being an able-bodied person. Definitely, I mean, it was a scare to nearly be paralysed, and that was the shock really from everyone was, how has she not come out in a wheelchair? So definitely in that sense I'm got a little bit of a different view. I'm thankful now for just being fit and healthy, and even more thankful to have such an opportunity of being like a full-time athlete. I mean, it is a privilege and we are lucky to be in that. We are one of few, so I'm just more thankful really for the position I'm in, and obviously now I've got all the best care in the world, so yeah, everything's looking good. All the athletes and stuff have been in to visit me when I was in hospital, and I've seen all of them when I've outside of cycling as well. All the fans and stuff, all the tweets and responses and get well soon messages and everything has been great, and it does help massively just knowing that people out there believe in you, as well as the support team. Like, the more support that I can get really, the better. So thanks to everyone that has sent their wishes to me.